Hello, welcome back to Good Talk Podcast.
Brought to you by Good Times and Company. I'm Camille, and my favorite animal is a cheetah.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, and my favorite board game is Monopoly. That's a lie. It's 5 Minute Dungeon. I don't know why I lied to you.
Why would you lie to the people like that?
I'm so sorry. We're done with red flags, thank God.
Yeah. You guys watched the last episode. We talked about red flags, and one of them wasn't lying, but...
So that's how you know I don't do that often. Anyways, for today's episode, we are going to be talking about...
TV shows.
Yes.
But before we talk about TV shows, because we could talk about it all day, how was your week this week, Caitlin?
How was my week?
How was your week?
My week started off tilted. You guys don't know what tilted means. I was very frustrated at this particular game that I've been wanting to play because I've been seeing it all over social media and the
Don't
TikToks.
say it. Don't give them the... Should we give them the...
I feel like they should know a game, so they should know to stay away from it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
Drop the name and why they're so bad.
I'm talking about Hogwarts Legacies. You guys probably already know it. So it came out on Friday, but people had early access. So I didn't know that. I didn't know it's gonna come out on Friday, only on PC and PlayStation 5. Mm-hmm. I thought it was on all platforms because I knew it was coming out on the Nintendo
Came out
Switch.
the Friday that we're recording this podcast.
Yes, the 10th
of February.
February 10th. And so I thought I could buy it on the Switch because everyone was playing. I was like, oh my god, it must be out. And so I went on the Switch, wasn't there, could not be found. So I looked it up online and said it came on the Switch in July. I was
That's
like,
crazy. It only comes out on certain platforms.
right, it only comes on PC and
Either
PS5.
Release it or don't.
All platforms.
On all
if you want to
platforms.
expand your profits, release it all platforms because the game's gonna be old in 5 months.
Right.
So I was like, oh my god, okay then. So I was looking at PC. It's like $60. I was like, okay, if I buy it now,
You
can I?
They said pre-order. You can play it.
Yeah. So I like, okay, I'm pre-order it now, and then I looked up. It's like if you pre-order it, you can play it 72 hours before the Friday, the 10th. So okay, perfect. I'm gonna buy it anyways. I might as well get pre-order now and then start my journey in Hogwarts. But then it didn't work. The free access didn't work. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll wait till Friday. Friday rolls around after work, excited. I went back to my PC and then ran the game and it just kept crashing.
I know, you spent $60 for not to work.
I know, and I spent like 3 hours
Trying to fix it.
trying to fix everything.
Little did you know it was a bug in the system.
A bug in the system. I downloaded it like 3 times, took 3 hours and nothing to show for it. And now the game is still in my PC unplayable until they have the first patch.
Wow.
But anyways, my week was better because we went to Disneyland. Anyways, how was your week?
Great. I don't know if the audience can tell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little stuffy. I'm recovering from a sickness. I caught the cold or the flu. I caught something, but it was not COVID.
Not that.
But I caught something. But
No vid here.
No vids here.
Just this vid.
This vid. No, but so I'm recovering from that still. Just a stuffy nose. Nothing major. No fevers or anything. But other than that, week is good because we went to Disneyland.
Yes.
So
Nothing really exciting happened.
nothing exciting else. We just ate a lot at Disney.
We did eat a lot at Disney.
But
check out Instagram.
Check out my
The highlights.
Instagram.
What's those story highlights?
Yeah, my Disneyland story highlights.
Anyways, that was our catch up for the week.
Yeah, nothing exciting.
Hopefully you found that exciting. Anyway, so back to the topic at hand. TV shows.
Okay, let's get into it, I guess.
Sister.
Okay, TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's preface this. Caitlin chose this topic
I did.
because she's very into TV shows, or I am not fond of TV shows as she is. I'm more of a movie girl because like watch it one and done is over. Where Caitlin loves a good storyline that goes on and on and on.
I want to know.
Sometimes it should not go on.
I agree.
But so
we'll get into that.
We'll go into it. So let's first start off with what kind of TV shows we grew up on.
Okay, yes. We were very Disney kids.
We're Disney kids for sure.
Disney Channel kids.
It was the only channel we were able to watch, or we were allowed to watch.
Disney Channel, Nickelodeon. We were not able to watch Cartoon Network.
No.
Which I feel like you can tell if someone really
You're
grew
gonna-
up on Cartoon Network. You
They're
can tell those
calling
type
you
of
the
people.
Cartoon Network
They're
kids.
crazy kids now.
Yeah, they're a little wild.
We
huh?
were banned to watch Cartoon Network from our parents, which was fine. I don't know. I didn't really miss anything.
Yeah,
But
you let us know if anything was good on Cartoon Network, because I don't know.
I don't know. I think
I know the show we were banned that started our band. We were watching, and we were watching Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Oh yeah,
And that's when Mom and Dad was like, "Cut it."
cut it. They also cut Danny Phantom. I don't know why.
Danny Phantom was on Nickelodeon.
I
though.
know. That's why I was like, why do you, I know I like
Because he's a ghost.
I was like, he's a ghost for Halloween. Yeah, I don't know. But TV shows you grew up watching, Disney Channel.
Yes.
Go first,
I go 1st.
Mhm.
I was a big Lizzie McGuire fan.
She's a stan.
I'm a stan of Lizzie McGuire. I did the That's a Raven, The
Mhm.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Period.
If you guys know, like, Disney Channel from like 2007, 2012,
Prime.
so good.
Prime
that
era.
that era, like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Your typical Disney Channel shows.
Right. Don't forget the Hannah Montana.
Oh, the
of it
Hannah
all.
Montana. Of course, everything that I did not list, I probably watched.
I probably watched. I watched the same thing, but I also was a big fan of cartoons.
Caitlin was an animated girl.
Mhm. I did not so much.
I didn't like the animations, the cartoons.
Yeah.
Just not my thing.
Okay. Disney to me, it doesn't even really have that much cartoons. I really watched Nickelodeon cartoons.
Yeah.
I fell in love with the Fairy Odd Parents because
Oh,
I wanted to be
yeah.
Timmy. I wanted those fairies in my life. I also loved the Jimmy Neutron.
Oh,
I remember
yes.
watching the movie for the first time in that opening scene with that song and them the roller coaster. I was like, oh my god, why is this so
Jimmy Neutron.
good? And then the best thing happened in my life, the Fairy Odd Parents Jimmy Neutron's crossover.
Oh, right.
When they cross into each other's dimensions, and then the cartoon
The
had very
different- the different
cartoon
animations.
animations.
styles, yeah.
And so like you can see like Timmy in like the Jimmy Neutron
Yeah.
style, and then vice versa.
I was big on SpongeBob.
Okay, me not so much. I mean, SpongeBob was like something in the background, but it's not something I could like binge watching.
Right, I guess. But like you would know SpongeBob episodes because we would just always have it on.
Yeah, but I was really the Jimmy Neutron. And
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Disney.
Those were
didn't have-
toxic boys, by the way. Talk about
Oh my god, maybe
the
that's the reason.
spoiled brat and like the kid who thinks he knows it all.
That's what you are. A spoiled brat and who she thinks
I mean,
she
but like
knows.
everything worked out for them. So maybe if I did,
It's working out so far.
So it can work out for me as well.
True.
But yeah, I was more into cartoons. I'm thinking like Disney cartoons.
Oh my god, The Replacements. Anyone know The Replacements?
Replacements.
Those are like the shows that like showed at like 2
At
a.m.
night.
Me and Ken would like we're like 10 years old and we're like, are you awake? Because we would share a room.
Yeah.
Right? Me and Caitlin shared a room when we had a TV on the weekends. 2 a.m. I'd whisper like, oh my god, Caitlin, are you awake?
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, yeah, you want to watch TV? And like The
Yeah.
Replacements was
The
on.
Replacements, yeah.
Maggie the
Oh,
Fly.
the fly. Oh my god! Don't forget.
Fish hooks.
No, Fish Hooks is older.
But I remember you watched Fish Hooks. You liked Fish
Okay,
Hooks.
yes.
Don't even lie.
Was it the dragon? Jake
Jake Long?
Jake Long the dragon. Yeah, that came out.
Cartoon
at night.
Crush. Jake Long.
Cartoon Crush.
He's kind of cute, no?
Okay. Yeah.
Danny
He was
Phantom cute.
I couldn't watch him.
True.
But oh my god, I remember this very like
Vivid memory.
there was this, if you guys know this cartoon, please tell me down below. It's called Wayside Story. Do you know this?
I don't know Wayside Story.
Okay, it's about like
Fever dream for her.
it's about like a school that's like really really weird, and there's just like it's just them in a weird school. It's a cartoon, but it only came out at 12 at night, and I would tell my sister because she would stay up later than me. It's like, when it's 12, wake me up so I can watch
I don't
Wayside
remember
Story.
this.
And then I get so upset at you if you don't wake me up.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't even know any of the characters. I know the main guy was just like he had like a bug. Yeah, what's it called?
A bowl cut.
Yeah, like coconut head. That, and then he's like a redhead.
Oh my god, Coconut Head was Ned's Glass Wine.
Yeah,
Good show.
Always like that show.
Zoe 101s.
Okay, let's talk about Nickelodeon.
Sorry.
A little bit. No, I love Zoe 101. I rewatched the whole show recently because it's out on like.
I'm on my
Paramount.
That's a Raven right now.
Oh,
I'm rewatching
is that
That's a
good?
Raven. It's honestly, Yeah, it tells a message, which we'll talk about right now. Let's talk about it. Like, what makes a good TV show?
What makes a good TV show?
Not just like for kids now, but like in general.
Just a general TV show?
What do you...
Or like a kids show?
What gets you hooked now on a TV show?
For me, a show has to grab me in the first 5 minutes or I'm not going to continue
Literally me.
Because my lifespan.
Oh, your lifespan?
No, my lifespan being
your
short.
lifespan on hold.
What do you call it? The time? Attention span. My attention span is not good, and so if it doesn't grasp me in the 5 minutes, I'm not into it. I don't care about like the slow introduction. Like, tell me what the show's about. Well, I'm gonna keep watching. How about you?
I'm the same because I'm a movie girl, so if a TV show's not gonna get me at least in the first episode, I'm not watching the second episode. I give it till the first episode.
Yeah, I also hate when shows open up and then they just introduce you a bunch of characters but like don't tell you like the background.
Oh yeah.
Or like what's about them. You're just supposed to know.
When it starts like in the middle of the story and it's like, oh, this whole series is going backwards.
I actually do like that though.
Oh my god, it's so annoying. I'm like, that's why I ask so many questions.
I actually like those, not so much TV shows but movies when they do that.
Yeah,
because it makes you like
movies is good
happening. Movies can do it because it's not long.
That's what I'm saying.
No, for that
storyline
or that kind of plot.
True.
But TV shows, I feel like they can't do it because you're trying to figure out throughout the whole show, and there's a lot of room for error for that. But also, one of my biggest thing is a show cannot exceed 4 seasons. I don't care how many views it has, how popular it is. If it exceeds 4 seasons, it's too much. It's not hot take, it's true.
It's true.
And there's so many examples of it.
Okay, give us an example.
One example that comes to mind is Pretty Little Liars.
Ooh,
that show
that's true. Pretty
was
Little
happening
Liars.
for like how many? It happened like many years. Like it was it 7 seasons?
Yes.
But it was in the span of like 10 years.
Yes.
Obviously, a lot has changed in the show. I'll get back into that topic anyways. But yeah, it exceeded 4 seasons, and like season 5 was a time jump. Don't get me started on time jumps.
Okay, she's getting excited about TV shows,
But
guys.
for things like exceed 4 seasons, I feel like they're just
4 seasons is your cap.
Yeah, it's just dragging the story along, and they're trying to find new, more interesting things, but it just never pans out.
Yeah,
correctly.
No, I agree, because there's another TV show that I can think of, Riverdale.
Oh,
isn't Riverdale still going on?
It is on the last season. I think it's season 7.
Okay,
I'm caught up.
Because Riverdale first started as a really good show.
That's the first season. It was supposed
to be, because we're fans of Pretty Little Liars.
The murder mystery aspect.
It's a murder mystery, like a group of girls is a murder mystery. They go through their town or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And Riverdale was kind of like that, like a group of friends go over murder mystery. But now, spoiler alert. Okay, this whole episode's gonna have spoiler alerts, but whatever.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. They have superpowers now.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you
I don't
how
know.
they got there, but
that's what I'm saying. It's like it should have stopped when.
Should have stopped season 1.
Season 1, right? No, but it should have stopped when it started getting weird. Like when they stopped having like ideas.
Yeah. See, that's another big thing that I also hate is when a show just changed the whole like vibe or like narrative,
like a genre, like a whole genre switch,
like a whole genre, or like just a whole different feeling of a show, because shows do that a lot where what's it called, especially after like a new season.
Yeah,
they like introduce a bunch of new characters or a new place, and then it just the whole vibe
it's
is
giving
off.
Glee.
Yes, Glee is a prime example in season 4, obviously, because half of the Glee club like graduated, and so they needed to figure out what they wanted to do with like all the people who were in the Glee club anymore, and so they did the New York thing, and then there was so many new characters in New York, and like they split the time up on the kids in the choir room, and it was just a whole big mess.
So season 4 should have stopped.
Season 3 it should have been done once the seniors graduated.
That's true.
It should have been done. They should just done like an extended 1 episode of like them in the future.
Yeah.
Of like which should be the last episode.
Okay, but what about like, I feel like the only things that can exceed like 4 seasons or 5 seasons or whatever are like sitcoms.
Yes, Friends. Hello.
Caitlin's favorite sitcom is Friends.
My favorite show of all time is Friends. I'm not a big sitcom gal.
No.
Friends is the only sitcom I like because I love a storyline.
It does
Yes.
develop a storyline towards
But, like,
the middle.
Friends has like a storyline that's like strings along, but you know it's a sitcom, so they have like
Funny episodes.
storylines every episode.
Yeah.
But the thing about Friends is that they were able to keep the same vibe of the show.
The comedy was the same.
Comedy
the
was the
characters
same.
developed kind of the same.
Yeah, and
Like
then,
it wasn't too far off of who they were in the beginning.
Yeah, and then the same scenery. Like they never switched up.
Consistent.
They were consistent with it, and that's why I think they were able to like exceed that 10 season. It should have had like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Per se, because they're kind of dragging it a little bit, but it was still good, and they ended like perfectly how a show should end, like
Yeah.
them moving on.
Fun fact about Friends: Caitlin
Hi.
loves Friends so much. You can give her a 1-second scene of any episode.
Don't hype me up.
It's true though.
Yeah,
I show her 1 second of a scene of any episode, the whole 10 seasons or whatever, how many seasons they have. She'll know exactly the episode.
Yeah, those are
The title of the episode too. It's not just like, oh, that's episode where Joey does this or Phoebe does this. No, she'll tell you the exact title.
The one with the football is my favorite episode, but it reminds me of the BuzzFeed quiz. It was like they sped up a whole entire episode of Friends in like 6 seconds, and then they gave you options, and I knew which one it was.
Caitlin knew every single one.
I love Friends. It's just such a good show.
Yeah,
it's just a good show.
It's literally just about a bunch of friends in New York living their life, and Caitlin wanted that, but in LA.
That's why or in New York, if any of my friends are willing to move. I only need 5 of you. So
okay, which is funny that you like Friends, because the type of TV shows you like are opposite.
Very opposite of Friends.
Okay, so let's start. What do you like? What kind of TV shows? Your genres?
I'm very into mystery genres, sci-fi. I'm a huge sci-fi gal. One of my top shows is The 100, which...
What is The 100? Tell the people.
Oh, The 100 is a show set in the future after like a whole apocalypse of the Earth.
Very dystopian.
Dystopia. That's the word.
That's the dystopian.
I love dystopia TV shows. So this one is like, there's only like 500 humans left on Earth after it's like destroyed. So they live up in space, but then they decide to go back down on Earth and see if it's like livable, and so it is. But then they realize there are people living on Earth, and so it's just a battle between people from space, people on Earth. But then it kind of...
Does it tell you what year it's based? No, it's just like very far in the future.
Very far in the future, but then it does break all like the rules. I make up a good TV show, which is so sad because, you know, they changed the whole part of the show and then killed off every single person I liked on the show and then put in new people.
Right.
But it was good. Season 3 they should just cut it off and it would be a really good show. But yeah, I like little mysteries. What's it? Not so much like a mythical stuff. I mean, I watched like one mythical, the Shannara Chronicles, which got canceled after season 2.
That was about
with the Elvis Presley.
Oh yeah,
Austin
Butler was in Shannara Chronicles.
Y'all know him.
I watched that series with her because she was like, "You should watch it," and then it ended really well. And then she's like, "Guess what? It's canceled."
And on the cliffhanger of him, of Austin Butler dying, but then coming back to life.
Spoiler for the people.
It's canceled. And then and then it goes dark. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that had like mystical creatures, as in like elves and like fairies and stuff.
Yeah, I think that was like the only show. I guess I also watched like Vampire Diaries, but then I stopped after season.
But still, you still like. It's like the opposite of Friends. You like the
like fantasy is like very not dystopia, about real life, which is what you like, which I don't. Okay,
because the TV shows I watch, when it comes to like, I don't know. Yeah, when it comes to like real life stories that could happen to someone.
Example.
So like, All American is about a teenager who's trying to go to the
All American.
No, he's trying to go to the NFL, right? It's just like his journey to that. So that's like, but that one's based on a true story, or based on.
Is it?
It's based on a true like football player. Yes.
Who?
Well, I don't know. In the show, his name is Spencer James. I think that's
in real life. It's
Spencer James. I don't know, but it's based on
Patrick Mahomes.
No, it's based on a true like events, right? But or like my favorite TV show of all time is This Is Us.
Oh, I love This Is Us as well.
This Is Us is my favorite TV show.
Explain to the people, or pitch to them why they should watch This Is Us.
Okay, so This Is Us.
We could talk about a whole episode of This Is Us.
I know. It's about 3 siblings. They're just going through life together.
Yeah.
Basically. And that's
a whole family.
It's like, yeah, it's what's based on 3 siblings, and then you get to know their family members. And like, you know, it expands on like the family story and like the family tree. Yes. But it's like something that could happen to it's relatable, right? It's like I like relatable shows. But something, okay, we'll talk about like what makes a good show soon, but because my reasons is all based on This Is Us.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Should I let's talk about it.
Why not?
We might as well. So, besides
I mean, I kind of really talked about a little bit.
But besides based on like true stories, I love just trashy reality shows.
Which I love that for you. What's your favorite like reality shows?
Okay, so I'm big on like Bravo right now. So like I like Below Deck.
Oh,
which is about just about people that work on super yachts and like $1 million yachts.
I seen some like clips on TikTok.
Yeah,
like, wow, it's crazy.
Or just like not like Kardashians, but I still watch the Kardashians.
Oh,
let's be real.
It's out.
My guilty pleasure Kardashians. Or I watch on Netflix The Bling Empire, just about like real crazy rich Asians.
Right.
So I watch that.
Do you
like
what's it called?
But it's
like
crazy.
Game shows.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
like
but it's weird that I don't like.
Oh, you like those?
I don't like Big Brother. I don't like Amazing Race. I only watch it with mom.
Yeah.
My mom is a huge fan of like those kind of competition reality shows.
Yeah.
Not me. Like I'll only be invested if I start watching it with my mom.
Yeah. Do you like when people find love? Like we love Love Is Blind.
I only like Love Is Blind. And
Are You the One is really good.
Are You the One? These are like all matchmaking shows, but I don't hot take. I don't like The Bachelor.
I feel like The Bachelor has went down in views now because there's like so many different types of like shows like love, because there's finding love shows that's like more.
And The Bachelor tried to change it up too. They have like The Bachelor in Paradise and stuff like that.
I heard that one's good. The Bachelor in Paradise is better than The Bachelor.
Yeah, but the other good reality-esque competition is The Circle. That one's pretty good too.
Oh, I only watched the first season. It's kind of like repetitive. I think that's what it is about.
It's a competition. It's the same every season. It's just different people.
And like if the cast isn't good, it's not gonna be a good season, which is unfortunate.
But those are the kind of TV shows. Okay, so that I like. So what makes a good TV show?
Well, you go first.
I go first.
You're gonna base it off. I mean, This Is Us. I would say is one of the perfect TV shows.
Yes.
I watch
else. Yeah,
and Friends.
This is
I haven't found a sci-fi one, which is really sad.
Okay, so what I look for in a good TV show, especially like for This Is Us, it follows the same characters throughout the whole like
show
series.
Yeah.
The series is over now. Sad.
Go watch it.
Spoilers
ahead.
A spoiler right now. But the only characters they add new are only characters that are relevant.
Yes.
In the storyline. So like the three kids or the 3 siblings you introduce to the wives, the husbands, the kids. It makes sense because of course they're going through life, so you're gonna find these new characters or like co-workers and stuff. So it's like characters that are relevant and have meaning to the story. And when they do introduce a character that's not relevant, they're really good at taking them out slowly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I like This Is Us. It's consistent.
It does exceed by 4 seasons.
But how
does it make it good though?
The thing that we liked about it is that it didn't switch up.
Right.
Like I couldn't tell, oh, this is season 3. I thought we were still in season 2.
Yeah.
Like it was, the flow of it was so good.
It like grew gracefully.
Yeah. There
wasn't like really big major shifts that were obvious.
Yeah. The story, it's weird because it's like they're telling the same story because it's just them going through life.
Yeah.
But it was different in the sense of like, I guess because, life, there's different stages.
Yeah, it shows
that, but like not
gradually. It's not like all of a sudden. And it also does the thing that I said I hated in the beginning of this podcast is how they show like future scenes, but they do it well, and how they show future scenes at the end of the show to keep people guessing, but then they will explain how you would get there throughout the whole season, the whole series.
Yeah, every scene has to be, I think, what's it called? Shoot. Every scene has to be not useful.
Impactful.
No. What's the... Oh my god, I'm losing my words. Every scene has to be meaningful. Is that what I'm trying to say?
Okay, I said impactful something.
Yeah, but it has to be... It has purpose.
Purpose, there you go.
Every scene has to have a purpose, right? So in This Is Us, every scene has a purpose. Like, whenever at the end of the episode, we're like, why would they show that? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And the next episode, we're like, oh, it connects.
Yes. There was one scene, what was it? It was a scene of the Asian boy of them in Vietnam.
Yeah.
It was the
Asian mom.
The Asian mom in it was like there was an Asian girl in Vietnam, and then it was like, why is they showing this Vietnam family right now?
A family from Vietnam, because this family is
America.
or a Caucasian family with an adopted
black son.
So to have a random Asian character at the end of an episode,
it was the beginning of one.
or introduced, we're like in Vietnam. I was like, what is this?
And that was like the first scene. I was like, what are we watching?
Are we watching the same? Yeah, I was like, what the heck is happening?
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense. And then at the end, you figure out that, oh, his dad served in Vietnam for the war. And I was like,
those were the people like he would pass while he was like prepping
it
for
was
the war
so
or something.
It's hard to explain to the audience, but
yeah,
if you guys know what we're talking about, that's like
This Is Us. It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Please
but
go
like
watch it.
that's what I'm trying to say. Every scene has a purpose.
Yeah.
It's not like what we call it, you know, those scenes that, or those episodes that a fill-in episode,
yeah.
like a filler episode.
Yeah.
Like I hate that.
Yeah, they don't have. Riverdale has a lot of those.
Like filler, like Riverdale has filler episodes. Like after watching
Riverdale has filler seasons.
like after watching a Riverdale episode, I'm like, what was that even for?
You're like, what even happened? Nothing in this plot.
Yeah, nothing like
happened.
It wasn't giving. It didn't give to the last episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I like about TV shows where it like continue. Like another, oh my god, I didn't even think about like Euphoria.
Oh yeah.
Like that one also is like, it has purpose. Every scene has a purpose.
Yeah.
Where it's like, why did Rue do this? And then it's like a flashback or like a
I love
scene.
foreshadowing scenes.
Yeah, like that.
Where it's like look back and you have to rewatch it. I also like shows that or even movies, like scenes where they like a TV show. I'm sorry, but there's one that comes to mind is Ginny and Georgia, where they
Ginny and Georgia
season 2, go watch it. It's better than season 1. Anyways, I digress. So they show a whole episode in the viewpoint of one character, and then the next episode it's the same day, same story, but it's a viewpoint of the other character.
Yeah,
and it
perspective
taking. Yeah, so it really like tells the story in a different way, even though it's basically the same plot line.
Yeah,
but like how those characters see it, and then how that like progresses in the show, which I think is
that's what Euphoria does too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the Ginny and Georgia was the only one that I can think of on top of my head.
Yeah,
that did it.
But that's some. And then just to be like I'm not a nerd because I don't know very much about it. But cinematography. Yeah, I love cinematography
in TV shows.
I think so, because it's like visually pleasing.
In your reality TV show?
Well, not that, but like, you know what I mean? Like in TV, like in a series.
100 had really good ones.
Like the vibe of it, like our vibe is so cozy.
Okay.
Where like
shout out.
This Is Us, it was like whimsical and like warming.
They also. The lighting was very important in how the scenes or what they wanted to portray the scenes.
Yeah, the cinematography is
like
everything.
In the past, like the lighting would be like all happy and bright, and then in the present day or whatever, it's like really dark.
That's why I love Euphoria. Sometimes it's not like the storyline is kind of intense. Yeah, but I'm like,
just the way.
But I'm like, did you see the lighting though?
You see how Ruby running through the streets?
Did you see the street lights? He did that on purpose.
Oh, I also want to ask you how you feel about spin-off TV shows.
Ooh.
Do you think they are ever a good idea? Do you think top of your head of any good spin-off TV shows that exist? Or bad ones? Because I have a lot of bad ones.
I don't watch many TV shows, but the ones I have, most of them have spin-offs, which is crazy that you asked that.
What else? So are they like good spin-offs?
Okay, so we watched The Fosters.
Great show.
The Fosters, if y'all don't know, it's about a girl in the foster system, and she
gets adopted.
She gets
by
adopted
family.
by a family. Her and her brother get adopted by a family. So she goes through life again, real life that could happen.
Yes.
She had a spin-off with her sister.
Yeah, her
adopted sister and her. They both they're the same age, right? So they both moved to LA and then just live life together, and then they do all that on their own. And then the original cast comes in and out, which I think I love.
You live for those episodes.
I love those episodes because you get to see where your favorite characters. So like in The Fosters, they have a spinoff called Good Trouble, where it follows the main character Callie and her sister Mariana. I just love how I see my favorite characters like Mariana and Callie do their thing.
Yeah,
because it ended with them graduating and like starting their careers, and it the spinoff left off where they said they wanted to do.
Yeah,
so it wasn't like a random spinoff. It was actually them in the future. Like it was like one of those things like, oh, I wonder what that character would do. It's like that's what they did, and then you still see them connect with the old cast. Yeah, so they're like the cast is not just.
But the show is a different vibe.
It's a different vibe, right? Because it's a different show.
But the characters are pretty much the same, or what?
Yeah, the characters are pretty much the same. If you guys know Callie,
she's a hot mess. That one.
She is a hot mess in the original The Fosters, and she's still a hot mess in Good Trouble.
We love the consistency.
So, but you know, like still connecting it to the original show, I think is always a good idea. Yeah. Just because it still gives you the sense of like nostalgia and like, oh, this is where they came from. You don't forget where they came from. Yeah. And like why you're watching this show. I mean, it's a whole different show, but still. Same essence. Yeah, it still feels like the same characters.
So is that how you would describe like a good spin-off?
I think so. Like having this original characters live their life however it may be, but still remembering where they came from, like the root of their character. Right. I think is
I'm gonna be devil's advocate and let's talk about the PLL Liars spin-off. The second one they had the first one, which was a spin-off, but the show was still going on, so we won't talk about that. We won't count that one. But the second one, which is The Perfectionist, which had two of the main characters in it.
That's true.
But was that a good spin-off?
See, I would say no.
Why was that?
Because the two main characters they chose, it wasn't even about them.
You mean it's not about Allison?
It wasn't.
She was the whole mystery of the whole entire series. And Mona was a spoiler.
Okay, we gotta tell the people. Okay, PLL, Pretty Little Liars. They had 5 girls, murder mystery. They're trying to figure out who killed what, who killed who, whatever.
Who killed Allison?
Who killed whatever? Yeah, Allison and Mona, 2 very big main characters, have a spin-off called The Imperfectionist. But that spin-off was not based on them. It was based on a new group of kids, and they just happened to be their teachers. Yes. Or they happened to be like in the town. Yeah. So it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a good spin-off because it wasn't about our favorite characters. True. It was about new characters that happened to know our old characters. Do you know what I'm saying?
But it was like the same.
And it was the same concept. Yeah. Someone died, and they're trying to figure out who killed them. Yeah. But Allison and Mona didn't do anything in that series. They weren't helping the kids. The kids were trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So I also didn't like Perfectionist, so I'm just asking you. How about the new... this one's not a spin-off.
It's not. It's like a...
Same universe.
Same universe, I guess.
What's it called? I forget.
It's on HBO Max. It's the new Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, it's Pretty Little Liars, The Original Sin.
The Original Sin. There you go. I feel like that's not a spin-off. It's more of a... borrow. I don't know.
Borrow. How do you I think it's. I would say it's like it's just in the same universe as Pretty Little Liars. It just so happens has the name.
Yeah, Pretty Little Liars.
I mean, I like that show better than The Perfectionist, but I wouldn't call it a spin-off because no one's in it. Characters. Yeah. I mean, unless they just talk about that, but that's
maybe like an extension of the show.
There we go. Extension.
Yes. That's a good show though. Yeah. The Original Sin.
I'm talking about really bad spin-offs that shouldn't have ever been made. Going back to my favorite show all the time, Friends, they had a spin-off called Joey.
Huh? I did not know. They for real?
Yeah, it was. I couldn't find
It's
anywhere.
called Joey.
It's called Joey. It's about Joey. He like moves to LA to pursue his dreams in acting, and then he like.
So they had a movie. They had. Let me tell you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
They had a show called Friends because it was about the friends, and they had a show for one of the friends, and it was their name. It was called Joey.
What? You know?
I
How do you
feel
think
like-
about this masterpiece? What did you get?
It should have been Rachel. Why they picked Joey?
I think because he was the only one that was able to like.
Oh.
Obviously, Joey probably wasn't the first choice. They probably wanted to follow about like Ross or Rachel or like Monica or Chandler, whatever. But like Joey, so he just moves to LA trying to pursue his dreams of acting, and then he has like a whole new roommate and everything. I never watched the show, so I can't say much about it. But all I know is that it sucked and it did not get picked up. I think it got cut. It got canceled in the middle of the season.
It's just weird how you would do that for a sitcom.
I mean, I feel like, do other sitcoms have spin-offs? I don't watch that many spin-offs.
I don't watch real sitcoms.
How I Met Your Mother, is that a spin-off? How I Met Your Father, that's a spin-off.
Oh, I guess so, because the mother.
Oh, and that 70s show does have a new spin-off called That's 90s Show.
Is that a spin-off?
I feel like that would be
Or is it an
considered a
extension?
spin-off. Well,
I don't know any of the original characters. I don't watch the 70s show.
well, I know the 70s shows has all the main like Ashton Kutcher's in it.
He's in the 90s show now?
Yeah, they're like parents now, and they just follow the kids.
See, I don't know if that's called I guess that would be a spin-off.
That's a spin-off though. But I don't watch 70s shows or 90s shows, so I don't know if it's good or not. But you watch How I Met Your Father, but you never watch How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, see, so that's why I didn't really finish it. Because I didn't really connect to the original.
Yeah.
Or like, with Big Bang Theory. Wait, no.
Oh yeah, the Sheldon.
Is that a sitcom?
That's true. Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if we know what a sitcom is.
The only sitcom I know is Friends. A sitcom to me is like a 30-minute show.
Like,
Doesn't
The
have a really
Office is
big
a sitcom,
plot.
no?
Yeah.
Producer, is that a sitcom? The Office?
Yeah. Yeah.
See.
That doesn't have a
Would
spin-off.
you say Big Bang Theory is a sitcom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Laugh
okay.
track. I say a sitcom is like has like each episode has a different storyline, right?
Mm.
Unlike your TV show, my TV shows, it was like it's one big storyline.
It's a series.
that goes on and
Gotcha.
on throughout the whole episodes. But yeah, also comes to mind another spin-off that I didn't watch but I heard it was really good was The Originals. It's a spin-off of Vampire Diaries.
Oh, okay. I was not. You would think I'm a girl that's into the Vampire Diaries.
Well, I wouldn't, because it's definitely not your show.
Because I'm a basic girl.
Oh,
I'm a basic bee.
I watched Vampire very late in the game. Like, it was already over.
And I was a Twilight fan. But
That's why they made it. It's based off of Twilight.
I know, and I was in love with Twilight.
Yeah.
Again, a movie. One and done.
But the spin-off, The Originals, it wasn't even about like the main cast. It was just a cast that came in the middle of the series and like stole the hearts of the audience, and so they made a spin-off of just them doing their own thing but still vampires in a whole different setting. It was basically like a whole different show but in the same universe. A spin-off, I guess.
Yeah.
But I heard that is better than like the actual Vampire Diaries. Apparently, that's what I always heard, but I never watched it because I didn't even finish Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries.
So,
Oh my god.
yeah.
What are some overrated TV shows?
Oh shoot, overrated. Oh,
This might be a hot take
This
on
is
TV
probably
shows.
gonna be a lot of hot
But
takes.
what do you think is an overrated TV show? I have opinions, but it's bad because I've never really watched them.
Oh,
but
go ahead.
like The Office,
Yeah,
I think is overrated. I think it's just not my type of comedy.
I also don't like The Office. Yeah,
But
Not
it's
my
weird
type
because
of
I don't like to compare it to Abbott Elementary.
Oh, what a good TV show!
I know. I'm talking about sitcoms. We totally forgot.
Elementary is so good.
Because it's kind of the same where you have that.
You like talk to the camera.
Yeah, like it breaks the third
Fourth wall.
Fourth wall.
Yeah.
Didn't know what wall it was. It breaks the fourth wall. See, I like Abbott Elementary over like The Office. I think because The Office is giving bland.
Yeah, I just don't think you like The Office. Comedic.
Yeah, the comedy's different. Yeah, the comedies are different. But
I don't like The Office either. I think the comedy is it's for me. It's trying to be quirky. Yeah. Or trying to be.
Hot take.
I'm so sorry.
I think The Office is overrated. What else?
I'm thinking of a show that's like really popular.
Yeah.
It's extremely overrated. I'm just thinking of like shows that have like a really big
fan base. Like Riverdale now.
Everyone knows Riverdale sucks, so like they don't really have that big of a fan base. Like Riverdale's just a bad show. I'm only watching it because
she's invested
of how bad. Like I watched it at the beginning. It's like I'm gonna see how bad this show can get and how far it's gonna go, and it's going pretty far. I would say Vampire Diaries again is very overrated. Even though I didn't finish it, what it was going towards, it was like not good, but it has a really big fan base. What's another one?
I feel like a lot of sitcoms some of them are overrated. Like so some people say Friends is overrated.
Yeah,
which I can see why.
Okay.
she loves Friends, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I can see why. Well, if you don't like that favorite like genre, like it's fine.
But I can't think of sorry. There's lint everywhere, so. But I can't think of like a series that's overrated.
I would say Stranger Things is a little bit
overrated. We didn't even think about Netflix shows.
I know.
That's a good one. Stranger Things.
But just for me, it got boring at some points. Especially in season 1 was really boring. Really? Like I really didn't like season 1 as much as everyone else did. But I kept watching because season 2 really brought me back. Yeah. But like season 1 was really boring because of course you had to like know about the background of everything. But they did it at such a slow pace that it was losing me in the action. That's true. So I would say Stranger Things is a little bit overrated.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay.
Thank you so much.
What about underrated shows? Keelan has a lot.
As you know, all my shows, as you don't know, all my shows always get canceled after the first or second season. Which
it's our inside joke.
It's an inside joke.
She always says, "Oh my gosh, you should watch this show," and I was like, "How many seasons does it have?" Or is it still going? Because Caitlin always chooses shows that she loves so much, and then they always end up being canceled.
I get so upset. But I'm like used to it. One underrated TV show that we both watched was called The Wilds. It was on Prime.
I didn't finish it though.
TV show,
but it got canceled.
It got canceled after season 2, which was very surprising to me because it was really good.
Yeah,
it was about a bunch of girls who got into a plane accident and they were on a deserted island and they had to survive. But little did they know they were part of an experiment to see how
they survive.
Women would survive versus
a group of men.
That was happening season 2, but they got canceled. That was a really good TV show. Another TV show that I thought was really good is, you know the show Yellow Jackets?
No.
It's basically what's it called? The one I just said. The Wilds. But it's like a soccer team, but they get stranded on an island. But I don't think it's by accident. I don't think it's like
on purpose.
I think it's by accident. I don't know.
It got canceled. You don't know.
No, it's still going.
Oh, it's still going.
But it shows some of the goals in the future and like how the experience traumatizes them, and then them coming back together. Whole story, but that's really good. This isn't. I'm saying underrated, right?
Underrated, yeah.
Underrated shows.
Is that the right word? Underrated?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a banger, but people don't know it.
Yeah.
This Is Us is underrated.
No, for sure.
Sorry, I'm just gonna say it. Not a lot of people know This Is Us.
They won like an Emmy.
They did, but sometimes people don't acknowledge it.
Yeah, I was like, what is This Is Us?
Like whenever says, "Oh my god, what's your favorite show?" Like, "Oh, This Is Us." It's like, what's that?
Truly
underrated. That's mine. I don't watch TV shows, so I don't know.
I wouldn't say Nancy Drew is underrated. Maybe.
Oh, you know what was underrated for me? What was the one with she played Arya in PLL?
Was it
Katie Keene. Katie Keene was underrated. It's a good show.
Got canceled after
season one.
Not even two?
Not even two.
One.
Katie Keene, based on the comic.
Katie Keene. Going high fashion in New York.
Yes.
I can't think of any more. The Chanel Chronicles, again, was very underrated for its time. Because it was during the whole mythical buff everyone was on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. I just thought of one that's really overrated.
Okay.
Doctor Who. Is that a show? Producer, is that a show? Okay. Doctor Who.
Isn't that really old?
Yes, but I think it's really overrated. I don't know anything about it.
Is that the one with the police box? We were gonna look so dumb. Oh my god, please don't come after us.
I think
the doctors are gonna come after us.
Doctor Who? I feel like any show that goes to Comic-Con is overrated. And I can say that because the
Riverdale
100 and Riverdale, 2 shows I watched, went to Comic-Con.
Oh no.
The 100 isn't overrated.
The sci-fi buffs are gonna come after us.
The 100 is very underrated.
It is underrated.
Season 1 through 3. After that, you guys can forget about it.
I agree.
Oh my god, one show I want to talk about that I just remember I don't want to skip over it because I'd be obsessed with it now is The White Lotus.
That's my final question.
Okay, we'll end with The White Lotus.
We'll end with The White Lotus. No, we'll end with this question.
Oh.
This question is, what is the current favorite TV show right now?
Oh, good one.
Of course, let the people know.
Good question. The White Lotus. I finished season 2 because it's all out. I love The White Lotus because it's kind of like a movie. It like sets it up as a movie. But
I'm actually watching that one, but slowly
but surely.
For season 1.
But season 1, season 2 is very, different plot lines and everything, but it's still like the same like essence of it. There's like a deeper meaning in every plot line that's there on every character that my sister does not understand yet, but she will when she watches it all through.
Yeah.
And they just cinematography for that show is A1.
What is White Lotus about?
It's hard to explain. I don't really know. It's
without
just,
spoiling, because I still have to watch.
I really don't. I can't even, because season 1, season 2 is very different, but it falls around very privileged people
on an island on vacation
both seasons, and it just shows you how they act and how the world reacts to them. And then there always a mystery at the end. Someone always dies. That's not a spoiler. You see it in the first like 2 seconds of the show. And then it just a whole bunch of events that leads up to who dies, and then it's always a mystery, like who died.
A mystery?
Like who died, who killed the person. That's always
someone
a mystery.
dies.
You see in the first 2 seconds of every episode, the first episode.
Oh,
you see, it's not a spoiler. But you just the mystery is who died and who killed them. That's the thing. And like, did they get away with it?
Okay.
Yeah. White Lotus is and then I'm rewatching Glee because
she's rewatching Glee.
There's something to look on. And then season 3, season 4 just came out, so I'm gonna binge watch that too.
Okay. Those are your shows.
My show's constantly watching. You?
Currently watching All American is back. She's back. So I'm watching that now. Again, about a American football player. He's trying to make it to the NFL or whatever. But this new season, spoiler, he's like in college now, so it's his college career. And then what else am I watching? I'm waiting for what's that new
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh yeah, Bel-Air. I'm waiting for Bel-Air to come out.
I knew what you were talking about.
I saw in your eyes. I'm waiting for Bel-Air again. An extension.
Spin-off.
A spin-off.
Is it
a remake?
No, a remake.
A remake.
Oh,
a modern remake.
No, we're not gonna talk about remakes.
We'll not talk about remakes right now, but a modern remake of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So I'm waiting for that.
We love Miss Coco Jones.
Yeah, love Miss Coco Jones.
I see you. If you get it, you get it.
She's a singer. I love her. Anyways, if you know, you know. And then that's what I'm waiting for. And then what else am I watching? Oh, RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, right.
It just came out with a new season, so it's happening live right now. So I'm watching that also.
I don't even know what that show's about.
RuPaul's Drag Race?
I know it's about like.
It's just drag queens competition.
Isn't that a competition show?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's about drag queens. There is drama sometimes.
Wow.
Sometimes. But it's all about the art of being a drag queen.
Can't you like see them in like Vegas? Oh, don't they go on tours?
Yeah, they're like
the queens.
Yeah, you could actually see the queens.
We should go.
I know I want to go to a drag show.
Oh my god. Maybe. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
That's it. And then I'm rewatching That's a Raven. But that's the point.
Yeah, it's always that one show.
Wait, you know that one show that you have to have in the background, just like rewatching.
Friends. And Glee to me right now.
Glee and Friends. It's my Disney channels for me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm exposing myself.
All right, that will complete our episode for today. It was a good talk, sister.
It was a good talk.
Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this channel, and also follow us on social medias.
We have a Instagram called 2 Years Apart. That's the number 2 years apart.
2 T's?
1 T.
1 T. Sorry,
yes.
2 T's our Gmail account.
So you can follow us on Instagram 2 Years Apart and our YouTube channel 2 Years Apart. And then again, follow this channel. Good times and company.
Yes. Also follow me on Instagram, KMacFits and K3Castro_ for more content of myself.
Yes.
All right. Everybody, we'll see you next week. Goodbye. I follow my dreams.